Hello, and welcome to the Board Gaming Doctor. This is Board Game Arena News, bringing you overviews of the games that are now fully released, or in beta or alpha testing on BGA. If you would like to join the alpha reviewer group, please follow the instructions found in the link in the description. Previously discussed games on the BGA news include Next Station, Paris, now fully released for everyone to play, and Cartographers, now in beta testing. Mojo is now a fully released game. This is a 2023 card game where players aim to minimize points by playing small cards, discarding high ones, and strategizing with cards of the same suit, all while contending with the unpredictable Mojo card and enjoying dynamic gameplay driven by luck and interaction. In beta testing is Golden Crash, a 2024 card game where players take on the roles of the Octopirates or the Mio-Mirais, competing in the Great Zeppelin race, utilizing a variety of card abilities to attack opponents, protect treasures, and secure esteemed guests, with the goal of destroying opposing Zeppelins or accumulating the most gold by the game's end. In beta is Seven Knights Bewitched, a 2023 asymmetrical cooperative logic puzzle game where players take on the roles of knights and witches, with knights attempting to line up without falling prey to the lies of the witch Mermamius, as encountering a witch's tile results in becoming a prisoner of Mermamius. In beta is Grumblestone, a 2024 polyomino placement game for 1 to 4 players, where grumpy golems grumble, smash, and strategize their way to victory by rolling dice to assign actions, activating symbols to enhance their grids, and tactically placing polyominoes, all while aiming to be the last golem standing and become king of the mountains. In beta is Kiva, a 2024 game where players take on the role of savvy merchants, competing to attract the richest caravans through a tug-of-war-like mechanism, strategically playing cards to move camels and collect wealth, with the winner being the merchant who accumulates the most riches by the game's end. In beta is Draft and Write Records, a 2024 game where players aim to elevate their band from basement performers to global superstars by strategically drafting lead singers, musicians, production, and backstage staff, planning schedules and travel routes, and chaining rewards into spectacular shows, all while navigating potential scandals to outshine competitors. In beta is Road to 300, a 2024 game as a tribute to the 300th episode of the German podcast Ablitstaffel, where players utilize 3 dice to navigate a grid, strategically avoiding self-blocking while aiming to achieve a score of 300 or higher, with the challenge increasing each round as the board tightens. In alpha testing is Enemy Anemone, a 2023 trick-taking game where players strategically play numbered cards to win tricks, aiming to minimize their score over 4 rounds, with additional points awarded for specific card values, while also incorporating anemone cards to modify card values and break ties, with the player with the lowest score at the end winning the game. In alpha testing is Fibonaccios, a 2023 game from the design team of Cartographers. Based on the Fibonacci sequence, players aim to accumulate points through a unique trump style and scoring system, fostering table talk and occasionally rewarding players who opt not to win a trick. In alpha testing is Spring Cleaning, a 2023 card game where players compete to declutter their houses by offering up excess items to neighbors while strategically reshaping their hand of cards, aiming to be the first to shed all cards and minimize trash accumulation to win. In alpha testing is Lunar, a 2023 game. This is a fast-paced trick-taking game for 2 or 4 players. Participants strategically combine lunar phases and nocturnal animals to contribute cards to tricks, accumulating points based on the number of tricks and cards won, with the game concluding when a player or team reaches 30 points, determining the winner based on total points. In alpha testing is Golfi, a 2024 game where players aim to minimize their score over 9 holes by strategically taking action on their course's 9 cards, with each action determined by shuffled action cards, all to determine the best golfer in the end. In alpha testing is Lure, a 2024 game where players aim to collect the most points by strategically bidding on dice to reel in fish cards, rolling to meet target numbers and specific requirements, with the choice to bid aggressively for early turns or conservatively to increase their chances of success. Finally, in alpha testing is Dance of Muses, a 2019 abstract game where players guide the muses to perform a perfect dance, adjusting the values of their dice through strategic maneuvers to fulfill the will of Apollo, with the game ending once a muse's die reaches 6, and the player whose muses have executed Apollo's will best emerges victorious. Thank you for consulting with the Board Game Doctor, and hope you schedule an appointment with us real soon. Take care.